Hi there, this is Sajjad. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can download it from Windows 11 to Windows 10 actually. So if you're using an operating system that is obviously you don't like Windows 11 a lot, or let's say you're more used to Windows 10 more than Windows 11. So what are the musts you should have and what are requirements? I'll say it in the next part actually. So actually, if you look at here, it says Windows 10 2022 update. You have to not download that, but I did download it, and I know what will happen. So what will happen is when we go to files. Obviously, I do have some files here. We could be doing that, and it says what to do, and there you go. Just comes up with this pop-up. Update assistant only works on Windows 10 devices. So if it's running Windows 11, etc., chances are you can't do, but you have to do this instead. You have to create a Windows tool installation, and note that before you can have to download this actually. Download this installation tool. Obviously, do have that. Obviously, open here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna be installing this in our Windows 10 PC. This has Windows actually. There you go, just popped up with Windows. And basically what it's gonna do is you might be asking a few questions like, Sai, will I lose my product key license that I had while upgrading to Windows 11? No, you won't. It will be the same actually. So you're just reinstalling again, obviously, for Windows 10 and Windows 11. But for this one right here, it's getting a few things ready. Obviously, it download a tool. We just see what will happen, and let us just let me just show you when it just comes to the next screen. Before that, you were given with the terms and conditions. You have to go all through that, and you have to accept it. So now we came to the screen actually upgrade this PC now. And one more thing before that, you have to accept all the terms actually. So you have either two options. One, either to upgrade this PC or create installation media. And you may be asking like, Sai, what will happen if I upgrade this PC? Will I lose my license, like, you know, Windows license? You won't be losing your Windows license, but you'll be definitely losing a lot of data. So make sure to have a backup of your data. Obviously, you have to go via control panel. Just go obviously, and I'll show you that later in Windows 10. It's the same setup as of Windows 11, obviously. So we're going to go next, and we're getting a few things ready because you have to keep the power cord in that actually. So if something goes out, say for example some thing goes off, or like the battery is kind of dead for example, and it's not that great, it's not holding a charge or something like that, make sure to keep it in charge, because you should never shut down actually. Even it has some juice on it, have it actually, or if the battery isn't working, replace the battery. But I might be skipping that for another video probably. I mean, this video is kind of is relevant, so you have to always keep it in charge. Obviously, you have to keep it full charge, and even on the power supply cord. So you have to keep it power supply, or else it'll lose a lot. You may be thinking, why is this icon? Actually, what happened was my USB port actually first one USB 3.0 got shorted by mistake. I don't know what happened. Basically, it got shorted one day. I just was I plugged in something, and suddenly it shorted. So that's why you will. Oh, yeah, that's why it comes up like that pop-up. So I'm like, okay, I'm just like, you know, one USB 3.0 port went down, so I can handle on with the other. So we do have that obviously, and we have to take a lot of time and patience for this, because if you look at here, it's getting progress 50. So we have to download Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows 10, and we have to install it. So I'll get back to you guys if it's getting installed or not. Now the download is getting verified. Obviously, I did skip that progress scene. I mean, I didn't skip it, but I just showed some parts of it, and saying getting Windows 10. Feel free to keep using your PC. So you can use a PC if you want, but it's just like, you know, Microsoft does like that, just to use PC. But in the same time, you can just browse the web and look at a lot of things actually. So I don't know why it's stuck. Okay, just froze for a second, and you can tell it's going to 14, 15, 16, 15. A lot of percentages going. So I just cut a video for short right now, obviously, and I'll just catch you up guys when it just goes to it goes to a lot of progress. I mean, it's jumping to 16, so it just froze a little bit. It just kind of glitched, so we'll see. But that is what basically I'm talking about actually, and I'll tell you why it comes up like this. I might have explained to you before actually on the video, but fun fact, Microsoft did offer upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11, and when you did that upgrade, for example, if Windows 11 to Windows 10 to Windows 11 upgrade was done without the user's consent, what will end up happening is there's like, you can revert back, you'll have all your data, but within a specific time period. So that's why it's important to keep a backup copy just to restore the files. So we're going to be doing nothing because we don't have the option to keep the personal files and everything. So we're going to be doing next, obviously, yes, I want to do that because it gives a bit of pop-up. And if you didn't get backup, if you didn't do any backup, just do a backup. So it was in that screen actually, before that pop-up came. I mean, it came up with license and agreement, but before that license agreement came, it was just like getting updates. So we're getting the updates right now, and I'll just catch up guys when the screen when the laptop reboots. And probably not the laptop when the laptop reboots, but probably when it just goes to the updates probably. Now it's at this screen actually. So what it did was, before it just came up with a prompt saying, do you want to keep for the second time? And when you keep for the second time and you go back, it'll go back to the same thing. And now it's at this screen. So it'll reset several times. I don't know how much it will take. Probably it's like night here in India, so I'm just like waiting obviously because it's taking a long time. And if you're not a fan of Windows, probably Windows 11 I meant, you can like revert back to Windows 10, but as I'm saying for the fourth time in this video, you have to make a backup once again. But all that's being said, Windows 11 is okay, I mean, in my own opinion. I mean, it's kind of like Mac OS, but I prefer more of Mac OS rather than Windows 11 in my own opinion. So yeah, I did test out a MacBook Air. I mean, the M1, obviously the Apple Store, like the demo ones, and they're kind of great, obviously, speaking of MacBooks, obviously. But now it's restarting obviously. And speaking of MacBooks, I'm thinking of getting to buy a MacBook, because even though this piece is like 1 or 2 years old, but still I'm feeling like to get a MacBook because I do have an iPhone, and from the iPhone itself I can edit videos, etc. But it's just my personal preference guys, so I don't have any objections to UPC and Android guys. So I mean, I love Windows and Android and iPhone and everything, but it's just my personal preference. So, and it's restarting. Many times it'll restart because if you're restarting a lot, I mean, it's restarting a lot, and you can even cancel if you don't like, have second thoughts on Windows 11. Probably I like it pretty much, I can cancel, but you can even restart it many times. So I'll get back to the video guys once when the screen is when the video is over. So I'll show you, I mean, when it restarts once again. So now it's at 57% complete obviously, and as I've said before, obviously I thought it was restarting, but then I pressed a key on the keyboard obviously, so it did like wake up from sleep. Obviously it's getting restart for a while. I mean, it's restarting. Probably I might take it a little bit more obviously. I mean, I will probably post a video tomorrow, probably Thursday, here in India, so I might try to do it better probably in here. I mean, the video is good. I mean, it's restarting, so I'm getting back to Windows 10. One main reason is because Windows 11 uses 4 gigabytes of RAM. So if you're on a 4 gigabyte of RAM system, chances are you will face a lot of sluggishness, obviously. But if you're on a Windows 10, you'll use 2 gigabytes, it will be much better. But it's recommended just to upgrade the RAM, because you can't lag with 4 gigabytes of RAM. 4 gigabytes is considered the very, very bad minimum. I mean, not bad minimum, like not that great for a laptop. I mean, for notebooks, like not netbooks, I mean HP streams, these kind of laptops, like very, very low end laptops, they might be okay, they might be fine. I mean, if you're running Linux Mint or something, it might be okay. I mean, uses less resources compared to Windows. But I mean, I like Windows a lot. Probably I'm not too much into gaming, but still it's kind of good OS as well. So I'm just waiting, and you can take it just says the PC is complete 60%. So it'll take some time probably, so I have to see what we got. Obviously, let's see about that. So it'll reset several times, so I'm expecting, like, just to restart. I'll just also show you the ones as well. So after it goes to 100%, probably I'll show it on camera. Now, as you can tell, the PC is just restarting obviously. As you can tell, it will restart in a few moments, and there you go, just restarting. And now we are saying goodbye. I mean, we are going back from Windows 11 to Windows 10, and that's kind of a good change. I mean, I want to see how it will be. I mean, I missed Windows 10 for a long time, and there you go, it just booted into that screen. Hi. So there you go, just boots into Lenovo screen, and the same one, obviously. I mean, now just pop up with screen. There you go, it says installing Windows, and we have to not turn off the PC. I mean, you have to not press the power button right here, or you have to not remove the cord, but we have to not turn off our PC. And then I'll make even another separate video on how to restore files from a backup. And what happens is the Windows account will also be deleted, but it might be a good news as well if you have the account password and everything on it. So it just says installing Windows, obviously, and we have to and it's restarting several times. So it restarts twice everything, and then I'll get back to you guys when the install is over. And now it's restarting for the second time. Actually, I did not want to film it for a long time. I mean, hey, I just wanted to film, like I'll tell you. It says installing Windows 30%. So it restarts several times because you don't need to get panicked or freak out if the laptop goes to a black screen and then restarts. It's just that it's restarting. Like Windows even says that. So I will show you the end result, obviously, like after it gets to 100% probably. So we'll see. I mean, I'll show you guys. And now it comes with this installing Windows, so it might take some time, obviously. And there you go, just came up with just a moment, obviously. I think it might restart, but I'm pretty sure it might or might not, but we'll see about that. I mean, I'll see about that. And there you go, just says just a moment. So yeah, I have to go through the usual process of setting up and doing everything. So I'll just see. I mean, we'll see. I'll just show you guys when I set up everything, etc. I've come to the setup screen of Windows 10, and we'll get started with that. So yes, we have to get started with that, obviously, and it comes with a welcome screen, so you have to log in your account, etc., and do everything on that. So we'll get started with that and show you. So it comes up, and I'll just disable that. Obviously I've just disabled because I can just follow. So there you go, just voice mode off. I want to do, I just tapped it by mistake, obviously. So yeah, so okay, so now I'll just set up my account and then come back to the usual, like show you how it is. So now Windows 10 has been successfully reset finally, and I would say overall probably took like half an hour probably, the process. So I'm kind of glad actually, so that I'm okay with Windows 10. Obviously I do have the product key and everything, it was already activated before, so that's not a big of an issue. But I still feel like macOS is kind of better than Windows in some ways, like, you know, productivity, connecting with the iPhone, etc. But since I have a couple of buds and Android phone devices lying around, I just feel like getting Samsung buds and etc. and a Windows laptop just to use it. So this is Sized signing off, signing off for now, and thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And actually the keyboard which I put was United Kingdom actually, and font very bit funny though actually. I mean, in this one I did put to this actually, because when I was putting my email address, that shift plus at it didn't come as, it came as like 2 lines, obviously. I'll just show you in the laptop. It just came up like this actually. So it just came up like this, obviously, as you can tell for this. So so I had to switch back to the Indian key, the keyboard region, keyboard language region, actually keyboard language preferences. So I have to set to India actually, but still I'm just, you know, when Microsoft did put as default if you're living here, obviously. So this is Acer signing off here for now, and thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching my video. The Bold Tech Reviewer signing off for now. Thanks for watching.